And welcome to episode 5, part 1 of Coyote Canyon. So we're going to go ahead and just start off with episode 5 with this.
Washington Sound.
You're listening to WASH, that Washington Sound. We only have a little bit left on our Ancient Myths radio rerun of Coyote Canyon. So, without further ado, last time on Coyote Canyon. The Coyote Canyon Bunch ventured deep into First Mine. There they were set upon by a massive earth excavator that nearly crushed them under its contorted might. They rescued a 2-year-old boy named Jamie Nugent, who they found lost in the mines. They escaped the excavator with one of the 5 stones. They raced to an area with an electric track monorail that they used to leave the mines and enter the old sanatorium buried deep underground. They navigated through the halls of the old building and found doorways to other places. Some were homes, others strange pod rooms. They found another stone and had to once again flee the sanatorium to avoid the hollows, the strange faceless men who tried to consume them. They ascended the elevator and found themselves in a room beneath the school auditorium, where they surprised the school with their arrival. They tricked the students into thinking the A&W had free floats, and the student body made a mad dash for the exits. The Coyote Canyon Bunch slipped out of the school in the confusion and raced to Town Square, where they know another stone may be waiting for them. And that's where we left off. Enjoy the rest of Coyote Canyon, folks.
So all of you are on various different bikes that do not belong to you, moving towards the center of town. You see Town Hall in the distance, and in the middle of the small park in front of Town Hall, you see the statue itself of Jebediah Coyote. As all of you kind of screech around the corner, unfortunately, this is the same corner as the museum. So as you pass by, you see the alleyway, and the entire fire escape is on the floor now. It's no longer kind of slightly supported, and there's a couple people there kind of inspecting it, and you guys kind of zoom by one on the bikes. Who's currently wearing Colt? It was Clay, right?
Yes, I think I'm still wearing him.
Okay. We only have a single stone to go, right? Right?
Yeah, I think so. It's at the statue, right?
A statue?
Oh, what now?
A statue of Jebediah Coyote.
Okay, well, as far as I know, there's only one statue of Jebediah Coyote. The one
That's
in the
as far
center
as
town.
I know, too.
Okay, well then, off we go.
Kind of moving around the corner and into the park area, you guys begin to zoom across the heavy grass. As you approach the statue, it's the old prospector man, kind of currently holding a coyote by the scruff of the neck, and he has a pick on one shoulder, just kind of valiantly looking out into the space. The entire statue is kind of made of bronze, and it's on a slight cement pedestal, with of course the plaque in the front that says his name and all that stuff. As you veer into the space, Kimberly,
yes,
can you go ahead and roll grit for me, because you're riding a bike with a broken rib.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
Nice.
really good. That's really good. Yeah, every once in a while, as you guys turn around to look at Kimberly, she's going, ooh, pounding on the rib, trying to set it so it doesn't hurt nearly as much.
She's just letting the pain feel her.
Taking it like a champ.
It's just pure adrenaline at this point.
Back in there.
She rolled a 12.
please just stop.
As you guys scooch in front of the statue itself, it is there before you.
Let's inspect it.
Y'all, every time I come up to the statue, I want a glass of Prospector's Pick Prilla. I don't know about y'all, but I always want some sarsaparilla when I look at it.
I can see that. Okay. I'm gonna look around the statue.
All right, go ahead and roll a brains for me.
Oh,
I actually can't see what I'm getting.
it's a 2.
Okay.
with a 2, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a
Thank you.
token. With a 2, you start like kind of looking at the statue, and then the fire catches your eye because it's practically just down the road to where the funicular is, and it's much brighter than it was before. You didn't think it was catching on much before, but you're looking at it now, and it's a lot bigger than it was. And like you see, like you hear sirens in the distance, and maybe the fire department heading in that direction.
Guys, we better hurry up.
All right, so I'll try looking at this
I've
statue
looked as
and
well,
seeing if I can find the stone.
Just all of you.
We could all take a look, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's just Kimberly at the moment. Go ahead, Kimberly.
Brains.
Yeah. Okay. You look at the statue itself. There isn't anything that looks like the stones that you've seen, like on the statue anywhere. And then you look down at the plaque, and it says, "This is Jebediah Coyote." It's a little bio of him, and at the very bottom, in small print, it says, "Replica of the statue located within City Hall."
Guys, we have to go to City Hall. This isn't the original statue. It doesn't have the gem.
How far are we from
Shoot.
City Hall?
We have
Yep.
to destroy City Hall now.
City Hall is literally the building in front of the park.
That's...
All right.
Okay.
Is it still open?
Yeah, it's the middle of the day.
I thought it was getting later. Okay.
It's like 2, almost 3 o'clock at this point.
Y'all, do you think I should take off Colt and maybe stuff him in a bag or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Probably.
can walk.
Yes.
No, what power do you have again in Cold Clay?
What do you mean?
What power can any of us activate any power in
Yeah.
Cold?
We got all the powers now.
I feel like it's good if one of us rolls in wearing Colt, just because if things go south, we can immediately time stop and do what we need to do and try. But we might be able to bluff our way through initially and save the tokens.
True, Frankie. That's a good point. All right, I'll stay in Colt then, and then if something gets fishy, I'll do something.
Sounds good.
So let's go.
Okay. You guys start moving towards City Hall. At this time of day, it's just open to the public, so it's not that hard to get inside. And you don't really get a lot of odd glances, mainly because the majority of people from City Hall are standing outside looking at the fire at the funicular.
We don't look suspicious at all.
So it's honestly not that difficult to walk directly into City Hall. You see the mayor and his staff just kind of standing outside near the giant pillars that kind of hold up like the circular thing at the front. I can't remember what those are called.
A rotunda.
Yeah. They're kind of standing just to the right of those, looking out at the fire.
Did we name our mayor? I don't remember what the mayor's name.
I think we did. I can pull it up real quick. But you guys are kind of walking in. The doors are kind of open at the moment, and you're in the main entrance space. There are a couple sets of stairs that go upwards to different areas. Town Hall is fairly big with a bunch of different departments, so you're not entirely sure where the statue could be located, but it's not in the immediate entrance.
Should we split up?
Yes.
We could just ask the mayor. He's right there.
True.
He is standing just outside.
Okay.
Clay,
Say it's
Yeah.
for a school project.
ask the mayor.
We need to take a picture with it.
Y'all, I forgot the mayor's name.
The mayor is called Rory Talmond.
I was gonna say you could just call him Mr. Mayor.
Can't really make a really good point.
Thanks.
So I'll go up to. Is the mayor's outside of the city hall, right?
Yes.
But we're already inside.
Yeah, you guys kind of just snuck in while the confusion of the fire in the distance.
All right, y'all. Do any of us have like a camera, something that we can prove that we need to see this statue?
No.
Is there any paper anywhere on the desks or anything?
There is like a book that has like names of people that are visiting town hall. You don't see any like scrap paper or anything like that.
I'm gonna go up to the book. I assume there's extra pages.
Yeah, but they're not lined paper. It's
Sure,
it's
that
like
doesn't matter. I don't think the mayor will notice. I'm just gonna take a paper and a pen and give it to Clay. Here, use this. Pretend you're doing a report or something, and
Dressed as a quail.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually
want to do it.
Well, what is
We
your
could pretend we're taking a photo. We could be like, "Hey, Mr. Mayor, we're here for a photo op. Can you take a picture with our mascot here?" We can just. Is there anything around us that's like square?
Wait, okay.
Frankie, go ahead and roll braids, please. Yes, there's a tissue box.
Can I pick that up?
Wait. I can stuff my kaleidoscope in the middle of the tissue box.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Ryan, go ahead and roll a oh jeez. Hold on.
Charm?
I look at Orion like he is a genius as he puts it inside the tissue box.
Oh man.
You know what? I'm not going to make you roll for that. It's fairly simple to do that. So you just kind of jam the kaleidoscope into the middle, and it's about this big. It's a tissue box. So like, imagine this kind of turned that way or this way, with like a tiny kaleidoscope in the front.
You know, y'all, I think this might work. All right, Orion, you come with me.
Okay, wait.
You come with me with the box. Hold on, Penny. You come with me with the box, and you hold it up real quick, and I'll do all the talking. All right?
Okay.
All right, let's go. So Orion and I are gonna go up to the mayor.
Penny, be ready to split.
I am always ready to split.
I'm just saying.
Is there anything you want me to do?
No, and be quiet.
I will try. As the two of you kind of approach the mayor, he's currently talking to his aide about like, you hear him mumbling about like what they need to tell the press and all this other stuff about the fire that's currently raging at the funicular. But yeah, Mayor Talman is currently in front of you.
Mr. Mayor, excuse me.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. I'm
Quill? Quill? Hi. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm doing an art project, Mr. Mayor. See, my friend Orion here, we made a camera out of a tissue box for art class, and so we wanted to see if we could take a picture with the statue of the founder of the town, and that would be in it, and then the statue would be in it, and then be able to show off like one of those pinhole type cameras, but special like.
Very environmentally friendly.
Roll charm. The roll is gonna be kind of high. Orion's holding a tissue box. Those aren't horrible rolls.
Can I spend a coin on it?
How do you assist this whole charade?
I, off to the side, peek out the door at them, and I cough very loudly, and then I nudge Kimberly on her bad rib.
What? Ow, what?
So you nudge Kimberly on her bad rib. She lets out a yelp that's audible.
Yes, distracting them.
Okay.
Do that.
We didn't get the information.
Are you adding the token to Orion or Clay?
Orion.
Okay.
He's the one holding the tissue box, right?
Got it. So just as he's like starting to like fully inspect the tissue box that you're definitely holding in front of him, he hears a yelp and starts looking like looking past your shoulders and gets slightly distracted, and then says, "Yeah, sure. Just here." And he puts his arm around you. He's looking kind of off into like where the doorway is, like, and he puts his arm around Quill. So Orion, you have the tissue box. Go ahead and take the photo.
This is what. Are we in front of the statue now?
No, I think the mayor, in his confusion, thinks that you're taking a photo of him with Quill.
All right, Orion.
I'll
take
roll
the
with
picture.
it.
Take the
Yeah.
picture, and we'll take another picture with the statue. Right, Mr. Mayor?
Statue.
Right, the statue of the founder of Coyote Canyon inside.
Inside. He thinks for a moment, and he's like, "Is there a statue?" And he looks over to his aide. Yes, sir. It's down in the basement. Why do we have that down in the basement? It's like, it's not a great statue or likeness. Oh, I mean, you can take a photo of me, but I do need to take care of this fire that's currently raging. And he looks over his shoulder, and it's gotten bigger.
Say cheese.
Cheese. He does like a big old smile. Orion, what do you do to take the photo?
I press my finger into the box of it.
Can we hear any of this?
You're not too far away. The
So
three
could
of
I
you can
take
hear.
Kimberly's flashlight and like flash it behind, like, in a direction that would make you think that it's flashing?
Penny, go ahead and roll charm for me.
Oh, no. I was thinking we'd just go to the basement.
That's good.
So Orion kind of pushes down on the top of the tissue box, and then a flash comes out of nowhere. And the mayor's like, "Oh, that thing actually works."
It's a special project, Mayor.
All right. What do we have down in the basement? It's mostly records. It should be okay. I don't see why they couldn't go down there. All right. Yes. My aide here can lead you to the door, going down into the basement. And she kind of nods at you two. I'm gonna have to be quick. I'll just take you to the door, and then I'll head back out here. If that's okay. Can we trust you?
Yeah, that works.
Absolutely.
All right. The mayor nods. Don't play with fire, kids. See what it does. And he points back. So, oh, that's good. I'm gonna write. And he starts like jotting some notes down on like a yellow legal pad that he has with him.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I hope you can take care of that fire.
And then the short lady that's currently assisting you starts moving in the direction. She turns to the two of you. Right this way. And she starts heading inside, passing you three, currently waiting in the lobby.
Okay, we're gonna follow.
Follow without making a fuss.
Yep, same.
Okay. You guys kind of go down a couple of corridors, and then there is it's kind of like it looks like just a storage janitor room. She opens the door, and it's like a bunch of janitor equipment, and there's another door on the far side of it. And she kind of like pushes it open, and there's like a very narrow like wooden staircase going down, and then she pulls like the string on a bulb that doesn't really help illuminate anything down in the passageway. It's like, once you're done in here, just go ahead and close up. We don't really use this part of town hall anymore. And be careful, right. It's fairly dark. And then she starts moseying out of the space. The dark staircase is leading down.
I'm gonna turn the flashlight back on.
Okay. So, Penny, you kind of go up in front. Kimberly, I need you to roll grit for me.
Oh,
because you still have a broken rib. Okay. Again, you see Kimberly like beating on the rib, trying to keep the adrenaline going.
Kimberly, for however useful it is, using you as a distraction with that, should we do something before we continue on?
You know, it would be nice if this could get fixed.
Y'all, we should look around in this here janitor storage space, see if there's a first aid kit or something.
That would be fantastic.
Maybe we could get, I don't know, some Tylenol at least.
Clay, go ahead and roll a brains check to see if you can find a first aid kit in this janitor closet. A 6. With a 6, I'm gonna say after like rummaging through a bunch of like different equipment, you find like an old first aid kit. Like in the back, it's one of those made of metal. The edges are slightly rusty, but when you rattle it, it's still full of stuff.
Anything that will help.
Clay, you kind of click it open and like it screeches when you pull the little latch.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
And you like push it open, and like all of there's band-aids and gauze and like a small brace looking thing and a couple of bottles of some kind of like some pills. All the labels and stuff are kind of yellowed with time. And all of like when you have an old like wrapped band-aid and the paper just starts turning slightly yellow and crispy. Yeah, that's how all the stuff packaging is in this box.
I changed my mind. I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure about all this.
No.
Kimberly, these pills will cure you, though.
I'm not so sure they will. I kind of feel like they might make me more sick.
Can I like read anything on the pills?
Yeah, one of them says ibuprofen. It's a type of ibuprofen. That's just the brand name. It looks really, really off-brand, but they look like they're still okay. There's no expiration date, but they didn't do that back in the 80s.
That sounds legit, Kimberly.
Sure,
it's up
Frankie.
to you, Kim.
I kind of don't want to risk it, but let's take them just in case.
All right, here. I'll give you.
Thank you.
And there is a brace thing that you could theoretically like wrap around the space where the.
I will take that.
I'm guessing this would be Penny and Kimberly,
yes.
And the boys step out of the closet
Yeah.
for a moment.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and have since Penny, you're applying the brace. I need Kimberly to roll a grit for me, and Penny, I need you to roll a brawn. Dang, you and those grit rolls.
I know, they're great.
That's also a not bad roll. So Kimberly with a 6, Penny with a 5. You kind of like inspect the area where there's an obvious bruise around where the rib is, and you apply the brace, and with the gauze you kind of like secure it into place. And Kimberly, like the pain is significantly reduced. It's still there, but it's you're able to do things now without having to do consistent grit rolls. Note
fantastic.
that if you do anything too exertive, the brace might break, and then all of that pain comes rushing back.
Okay.
So it's the equivalent of getting hit by something. You might get stunned, so just keep that in mind.
Okay.
But you guys open the door. Everything's okay for the moment, and the ladders going down is there for you.
Stairs or there's a ladder.
It's like wooden rickety stairs going down into the basement.
So, does anyone else have flashlights? Like I have a flashlight.
I've got one.
You
I
took
have
mine.
one as well.
I'll give yours back. I have one now.
Frankie,
thanks.
you have your old flashlight.
Because
Your
I
new
threw
one.
away the fancy schmancy one.
Yeah. If you want to look in the janitor's closet for another flashlight, you can.
Might as well just make our way down, right? At least 3 of us, 3 out of 5 of us have flashlights.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Let's go.
Okay, who's leading the way?
I will.
Okay. Penny, you approach the stairs heading down. It's
I'm gonna-
like you're hit with the smell of mustiness
Uh-huh.
from down there. Like maybe there's a pipe that's like leaking somewhere or something. And it's very dark. The only light bulb is at the top of the staircase.
So as I'm going down, I'm just gonna put a little pressure at a time on each stair before I fully step on it.
Good
Just
idea.
like it's old and rickety.
You step down, and the stairs don't creak. They're still fairly sturdy. as you move all the way to the bottom, you're in a very large open room with a bunch of different like filing cabinets, papers just kind of stacked on top of each other next to like, I don't know, the heater or something like that. There's a lot of like documents and folders and binders just kind of stacked haphazardly throughout the space. And a lot of large tarped over things like furniture, desks, things that they don't necessarily need. Though you're not sure how they got them down here because most of these objects are way bigger than the staircase you came down. There on the far side of the room there is a door to maybe another adjacent room. But like I said, there's many different like furniture pieces and things in here that are kind of draped over with like tarps.
Does anything look like a statue, like under a tarp?
I'm gonna say like 3 of the objects in different parts of the room look that they could possibly have a statue underneath them.
Okay, I'll go and like start peeking under and seeing if that's the statue.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 3 places. There's the right next to the far door, to the right of the stairs, and then the back corner of the room.
I'm
Which
gonna
one
check
would you like to see?
the one next to the door.
Okay. So, Kimberly, standing next to Penny, just you two are kind of shining flashlights down here and looking into the space. Kimberly just starts walking towards the far door in this basement. What are the rest of you doing?
I actually want to look. There's a lot of papers and stuff, but I kind of want to sift through and see if there's anything on this Mr. Hook or my family.
Okay. It's very haphazard in here. It doesn't look like there's like a legitimate filing system. It looks like, if anything, things are just tossed in here. So go ahead and roll brains for me. What is everyone else doing? You 3.
I'm gonna roll with Kimberly, whatever she's going to go do.
Okay, so you're walking next to Kimberly. Penny, that was a 4. Would you like to use your adversity token?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
So with a 5. With a 5, like pushing documents over and looking through everything here, you don't find anything about Mr. Cash. You do find some interesting documentation on Anderson Works Company. Specifically, a document that details their purchase of 3 other companies a long time ago. So there were several different mining companies here in Coyote Canyon before the Anderson Works group took over everything. And there was 3 others, but they are not named specifically. That's what you find in that time that you spend sifting through. Kimberly, you approach that object, and you kind of like, along with Frankie, just pull the tarp off the entire thing. And it's a horse.
Any inscriptions, plaques, anything?
At the base, there is a plaque, but it's kind of bent underneath the statue. You'd have to like move the statue in order to see what it says.
I want to see what it says.
I was going to ask, is it a real horse or statue? With this town, I don't know.
Is it
It's
gold?
That's what I was thinking.
It's definitely a statue. It looks like it's made of a cast iron of some kind. It looks very heavy.
Okay.
And whatever plaque was underneath it has been kind of bent underneath the statue.
That's unfortunate. I can't make out like any words on this plaque.
You see like the top words, but they've been like stretched down and underneath the thing, so they're kind of illegible in the way they are.
Okay.
You could attempt to push it backwards and see if you can see anything.
I know. I was like, I don't think that's a good idea.
You could, I don't know.
What do you think, Frankie? Should we go to the one in the corner and see if that's our statue?
Yeah, I don't think we're
Alright.
gonna get anything from this horse.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
So you walk over to the next corner one. You're kind of like moving around furniture and things to get to that space. Clay and Ryan, what are you two doing?
I guess I'll go for the one that they're not going for.
So the one
been
the
uncovered.
one by the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Clay?
And what was the other one?
It was the Iron Horse. The girls are currently moving towards the far corner of the room, and then Orion's just moving around the stairs to get to the other tarped over thing.
I'll go with Orion.
Okay. So Frankie, I'm gonna say due to Kimberly's state, you make it to the far corner first. The tarp is currently like stuck underneath this one, but you could probably like rip the thing over whatever this is. Go ahead and roll brawn for me. Okay.
Wow.
You kind of like grab on and you just pull, and it tears off sections of the plastic. As it kind of falls away, it looks like a sofa that's kind of been stood. But then you look at it, and it has handles on the sofa cushions.
Open them.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, you pull on the top handle, and the interior is like a sleek plastic with like metal grates. It looks like the interior of a refrigerator.
That's terrifying. Is it currently refrigerated inside, or
You kind of stick your hand in, and yes, it is currently cold.
What?
It's a sofa that is a refrigerator.
Clever.
I'm gonna close that right back up.
Close the top portion of like the freezer area. There is a bottom portion.
Oh, so the freezer was empty.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out.
So you pull open the refrigerator, and there's a bunch of like vials, like in a small cardboard box, on like the bottom rung. On the second shelf, there's a couple of like semi-translucent packages that have some kind of viscous liquid on the interior. There is like a couple of tags on them, but they're pretty much illegible at this point, as whatever the content seems to have corroded from the inside outwards. And then the top is just full of Prospector Pick like sodas.
Hey, Clay.
Yeah, what's up, Frankie?
I got. Come here. Come drink one of these vials.
Drink what pile?
It's full of whatever, man.
I go over and check it out.
Orion, you and Clay are getting pretty close to like the statue, and then Clay like veers off and goes over to the weird sofa refrigerator.
Can I make my way over
So
to it?
this is a fridge?
Yeah, Penny, you can make your way over. I can barely hear you, Penny, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, Penny, you can start making your way over to the fridge as well.
Can I start heading towards the door? I want to see
Yeah.
what else that is.
Okay, so you kind of leave Frankie at the refrigerator as
Well,
Clay is
yeah.
approaching, and you start moving towards the door. And then you kind of pass Penny awkwardly around all this like debris. Orion,
Excuse me, Penny.
Yes.
you are at the tarped over object. Would you like to pull the tarp off?
Yes, I would.
Okay, you pull the tarp off of the thing, and it's a very tall mannequin. It's like it's about like 2 heads taller. It's currently wearing a very big cowboy hat, and there's no like shirt on its upper torso, but it kind of looks like one of those like drawing like mannequins. You know what I'm talking about? Like the ones they use for art.
Oh,
It's
the
Yeah, the
Yeah,
posable,
yeah.
the posable mannequin thing for like sketching art and stuff. And the bottom is
Huh.
wearing like these heavy khaki pants. The pockets currently have some stuff in them.
let's take a peek in there.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take the cowboy hat.
Penny, I thought you were going to the refrigerator.
No, I said I was gonna make my way to Orion.
I'm the
Oh,
one
okay.
going to the refrigerator.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, Penny, you it's fairly high up. You'd have to like climb up on like a cabinet to get up to the hat.
Okay,
I could give her a boost.
sure.
Okay, so you kind of give her a boost, and she pulls off the cowboy hat, sticks it on her head.
I want to see if there's a name inside it, and then I'll stick it on my head.
Okay, you kind of look on the interior. You kind of flash your flashlight to see. There is a name currently on it. It says Jebediah.
Aw.
Now,
All right.
You put it on your head.
Looking fly, Penny.
thanks.
So Clay, you make it over to the refrigerator. There's a bunch of vials there, and like those weird packs of something, and then Prospector's Pick. So it is.
Huh. Those are whole bottles of Prospector's Pick. But they're on top of other stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't look very appetizing.
No,
Of course, I've only recently learned how to eat, so.
true, Cole. Frankie, do you have a flashlight?
I do.
Okay. But I have mine as well. And I wanted to get a closer look at the vials.
Okay. You look at the vials, and are you pulling one out?
Don't touch it.
Yeah, because I'm wearing Colt, so yeah.
Okay. You kind of pull out one of the vials, and inside is a brackish black liquid with a light silvery light to it that you have seen before.
What is the vial made out of? Is it like a test tube where it's like glass and it's got like a cork or something on it, or is it something a bit more secure and sealed?
It's something a bit more secure and sealed. It's definitely made out of some kind of glass, potentially crystal. And there's a small label on it, but however long it's been down here, it's barely legible at this point.
This is the bad evil goo, correct? Not the good evil goo?
It's the type of goo. The silver goo is the stuff that he can't use.
Yeah, that's the bad evil goo. This
Yeah,
is the
the
good evil goo.
Yeah, the black goo is the stuff that you guys can, that he can consume.
So you get a snack with the sarsaparilla, and Colt gets a snack with the goo.
You know
So
what,
back in.
Frankie? I think you're right. So I'll take a bottle of the sarsaparilla, and I want to see if there's any expiration dates or anything like that on there.
Nope.
There's not any on the ones that they make now, so.
That's a good point, Frankie.
There's
Well,
no reason not to drink this, Clay.
Cole, how do you feel about this?
It's the first time I've seen this, so,
Is it?
sure. I've never seen these tubes. I've seen the stuff in them,
The
but
stuff inside. Like, are you up for a little snack?
sure.
So I'm gonna open a test tube and like pour it
The
in
moment you open it, the liquid floats up into the air, almost like it's like, and there's no gravity to it. And it's just kind of like a drop, just kind of floating in space.
like a little glob.
Yeah.
Bottoms up, Colt.
Do I
So-
just touch it, or
So I like lean the beak over it, like
the beak like opens up like the maw that you normally see when it does the consume, and it just goes. Nothing happens.
I guess that is an
You
expiration date.
feel a bit of a tingle of energy, but it doesn't seem to be enough.
Oh,
how
can
many vials are in there?
There's like 30.
lean your head back, Clay. Can I just start grabbing vials?
Open up 5. 5, Frankie, 5.
And kind of like 5 dots just kind of floating up in the air. The mouth goes going through all the dots. As it consumes.
Has that game come out yet?
I think so. Right?
Has it?
Pac-Man?
We're in what, 86?
And,
Yeah.
Would our town have it?
That's the
Pac-Man
question.
came out in 1980.
It came out in 1980, so
No,
the craze would have reached this.
Yeah, we'd know about Pac-Man and we'd be like kind of super into it,
Yeah.
like as kids. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we should stay.
So he consumes 6 dots. You guys get 2 coins.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You see, like, the liveliness of the suit kind of come back.
Should
I feel
we?
much better.
Should we? What's the maximum we can hold? 7?
Yeah.
Should we top them off? I'd feel dangerous keeping those vials just in like a backpack or something where they can get smashed.
Load him up, Frankie. Load him up.
Would you like to try and smash one of those vials?
Not particularly.
So, like one of the empty ones that you already used.
Oh, sure. Yeah, can I just, as I drain them into Colts, can I just smash them on the ground like they're spent?
Yeah, so you spike the first one onto the ground and it bounces
Oh, that's cool.
on like whatever the cement floor is.
So it took 6 vials to get us 2 tokens, right?
Yeah.
So should we do another 6 and then keep the rest on us?
Yeah, let's do another 6 and then keep the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna open another 6 vials.
Wait, how many? You said we can use 7. We get 7 coins. I thought we were already at 6 coins.
We're at 5.
Oh, we're at 5. Okay.
Yeah, see, we're at 5 coins.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are gonna open another 6 and top them off.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so that's 12 out of the 30.
So that leaves us with 18 and a full Colt. Do we want to split these up, like, in case we get split up?
We could each take 3.
We have 18 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of us can take 6 each, and then we could fill up in 2s.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
So
Okay.
since I'm wearing Colt, I won't carry any because I'm already topped off. But 3 of you should get 6 each.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Orion, take 6. Oh, Orion, or you? I suppose you don't actually know what's going on currently, right?
You guys can take them.
Yeah, Orion and Penny are currently like looking at the mannequin. It still has the pockets.
Yeah, we
Well,
still need to check the
Kimberly doesn't know either because she went away. It's just
Yeah,
me and
I'm
Frankie.
at the
Kimberly,
door.
you're in front of the door.
Yeah.
Once you guys reunite, you can hash out how many vials go to each other.
Let's just take the rack of vials and we'll distribute them as we meet back up. We should take some sarsaparilla as well.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable about this, so I actually open a bottle of sarsaparilla and try to drink it.
You kind of pop the top, like Colt's hand kind of like morphs, like the paw of the hand just has like a bottle opener and just goes.
Awesome. Colt,
I
thought you were a demon when we first started, but you're so cool now.
Well, thank you. And Frankie, you see like through like the kind of open beak, like he starts trying to chug the sarsaparilla. As you're kind of moving the bottles, one of the bags holding that weird stuff kind of slides out and falls onto the ground. Clay and Frankie, go ahead and roll brains for me.
Oh, great. Hey! I exploded it.
Frankie, this looks familiar to you, but you just can't place it. It's driving you a little crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and give you an adversity token. Clay, you recognize this. You use it sometimes with some of your sick cattle. This is an IV bag. The interior of which is full of the weird silver liquid.
Oh, the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Frankie, do you see what I see?
Yeah.
That's the silvery bad stuff.
Let's just not bring that with us.
Yeah.
Why does that need to be refrigerated? Wasn't it like an entire lake earlier? Was that lake refrigerated in the mine? Let's leave it out so it goes bad.
Or maybe the refrigeration stops it from doing something bad?
Should we inject it into ourselves and see what happens?
If you want to do that, that's on you. I don't want to.
Can I just put it back in the fridge and get a bottle of sarsaparilla as well?
Yeah, you can just like scoop it and you toss it back in there and you pull a bottle of sarsaparilla. There's like 3 left.
Just close the door.
But is the sarsaparilla good? Like, is it okay?
I mean, it tastes good. It's still
Could I
fizzy.
drink it? Okay.
Yeah. When you like put a flashlight to it, there's like that weird cakiness to the bottom of it. You know what I'm talking
A
about?
little bit of sediment at the bottom.
Yeah, when it's kind of like settled after for time, but like it's still fizzy. So I don't know. Can
I hold up the top of my bottle and be like, Colt, can you help me out?
Oh, of course. And Clay, you feel your hand move like without your permission, and it undoes the cap.
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, how do you think I feel?
But you're a costume, Colt.
Oh, Clay, that's hurtful. Out of all we've been through, I thought we were beyond costumes.
When you get your own body back, then we can talk about it.
Okay. Kimberly, you are at the door. It looks like a plain door with like a circular knob. There doesn't seem to be like a lock to it.
Okay, I'm gonna carefully open it.
Okay. You kind of and push it open. It's another dark space.
Okay, I'm gonna shine my flashlight and see what I can see.
Okay. You shine your flashlight into the space, and it looks like you start with the ground and you move forward. It looks like there's a slope that goes down, and then it just levels out into a completely empty room. And then your flashlight settles on a man, completely made of metal, standing upright. 2 beady red eyes that your flashlight kind of focuses on, and it's just staring directly at you. It is the only thing in the room.
It's okay. I wave.
It does nothing. It's just standing there looking at you.
The eyes threw me off, man. Do I see anything? Well, okay.
You start passing the flashlight, looking in the rest of the room. The rest of it is empty. It's just like a giant square room, and the only thing that seems to be in the room is that like metallic figure. And you move the flashlight back; it's no longer standing in the middle of the room.
I'm closing the door.
You kind of pass the flashlight, looking at the rest of the room. You don't see anything, but as you're moving back to grab the door, that flashlight aims up slightly. And you see a glint of metal on the ceiling.
Oh gosh.
You pass the flashlight. The thing is like on all fours. Its head turned in your direction, kind of clinging to the ceiling. You have not seen it move, nor heard it move. But it is now like on all fours on the ceiling.
Oh, Colt! Colt, help me! Someone help me!
You close the door. You close the door and you're backing away and yelling for everyone.
Demon statue, guys!
Ryan, before that happens, there's still the pants with the stuff. Do you want to check that, or are you moving away?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You open one of the pant legs and you reach your hand in, and it feels like a bunch of papers. Do you pull anything out?
I pull it all out.
You pull a wad of hundreds.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Go ahead and roll brains for me.
Okay.
With a 5, looking at them, like you put your flashlight to look at the bills, they're Confederate hundreds.
Oh.
Dig deeper.
There's still the other pocket.
Yeah, I'll look through that one too. I'll just drop that on the floor.
Like a smattering of papers onto the floor.
Why?
As you move over to the other pocket, and
We're
reach
beyond
in there.
this.
You reach in there, and it also feels like paper, but it feels tightly rolled. And you pull it out, and it's like 5 or 6 sheets that are rolled. you kind of like unscroll them and look at them, and they are what are those loans from the government? What are those called? Not loans.
Like bonds.
Bonds. Thank you.
Government bonds.
Oh.
They're 5 or 6 government bonds, each worth about 1,000.
I'll hold
Confederate
on to those.
or American.
They look American.
Odd.
I'll hang on to them for now.
Okay, you kind of roll it up and stick in your back pocket, and that's when
Yeah.
Kimberly starts freaking out.
How many? Really quick, how many bonds is it?
There were 5 papers. 5 bonds.
Okay.
About $1,000 each
$1,000 each.
from the 1800s.
Jebediah played both sides.
So Kimberly starts freaking out and coming out of the room at this point.
So since I heard her yell for Colt, I run over because I'm wearing Colt.
Okay, you run over to the door. You see Kimberly just like freaking out. She's kind of holding onto her side as she's backing away from the door.
What's happened, Kim? What's happened? Relax. You're gonna hurt yourself even more.
Demon statue in the middle of the room. Looked away. It moved on the ceiling, staring at me. It's in there, but I think it's the statue we're looking for. It's demon red eyes.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take care of it.
Nah. You take care of it. I'm staying right here.
Can I run over with the rack of vials and start trying to give them to Kimberly while she's panicking?
You can definitely do that. As
I'm
Kimberly,
like
you're
trying to
freaking
talk
out.
over her. Kimberly, take 6. You get 6. You get 6.
What would you do this?
And I'm just stuffing vials into her head.
Frankie, go give her a sarsaparilla so she can calm down.
I'm not drinking that stuff.
I hand her my half-finished sarsaparilla and then start putting the vials in her backpack.
So Clay, are you opening the door and dealing with?
I have a flashlight with me, so I'm gonna open the door and take a look.
Okay. You creak open the door and flash the flashlight. Same thing. There's a statue currently standing in the middle of the room. It's
Don't look
red
away.
eyes looking at you, and it's unmoving.
So I'm like staring at him, keeping my eyes on it.
Yeah.
Kim. So you said it moves when you don't look at it.
Yep, so just stare at it.
All
Stare
right.
it down hard. Or else you
Staring-
won't hear it, you won't see it, nothing.
All right, I'm staring at it.
Okay.
What happens if you blink, Clay?
No!
Hey,
Don't say
Penny, you need to take 6 of these vials.
I've been blinking. It hasn't moved.
Yeah, it's still standing in the middle of the room.
Colt,
Yes?
what do you think? Do you sense anything weird about this?
When you say sense, what do you mean?
Like, can you tell if this has got some weird mojo stuff?
You feel like the entire suit kind of like restrain a little bit, and then it releases. No,
All right.
I tried though.
No, that's good. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Let me think for a second. Orion?
Yes.
Okay. Orion, where are you? Can you come up behind me?
Sure.
All right. In my backpack, I've got a pick.
Okay.
Have it ready in case you need to hit something.
Frankie, are you like stuffing vials into Orion's pants?
Yeah. No. Hey, Orion, don't mind me. Does he have a backpack on?
Yeah, he does.
Hey, don't mind me. I just want to unzip the front.
Frankie,
of it.
personal space.
No, I'm giving you things. I'm not taking things, and I
Okay.
want to give him the last 6 vials, and then I
Okay.
just want to toss the rack to somewhere. We've destroyed this town. Nothing matters.
Okay, you toss the rack backwards. I need you to roll brains for me.
Oh.
With a 2, you hear a clatter where the rack lands, And it's it's awfully close for how you threw it. You threw it very high, but you're like, eh.
I mean, it's heavier than it looked. Who knows?
Fair. So Orion, you pull out the pick from the backpack. And are you handing it to Clay? What are you guys doing?
I'm telling him to hold it.
I'm his backup.
Yeah, he's my backup in case he sees something. So I start moving up to the statue.
Okay. You take a step into the room. The statue takes a step forward.
Can I see it take a step? Like it moves its leg forward?
Yes, it looks like it's almost like claymation, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like moving in a weird,
like a Ray Harryhausen type monster thing.
Yes, 100%.
I kind of shuffle to the left side.
Okay, you kind of move off to the left side, and behind the statue, another one comes out to the left side.
All right.
This one has glowing like this. It's not glowing. It's like reflective blue eyes. Same like with the red reflective eyes of the statue.
All right, I think we did a dumb thing.
Do you want to take the red one or the blue one?
I think I'm stuck with the red one. I've got the lot I've been given. Are you ready?
Oh, by the way, Orion, the blue one is currently holding a pick.
All right. Cool.
What if? Oh, wait! Everybody, just stop. Wait.
No one is doing anything except you.
What happens if I wave at it?
I tried that.
I wave, but I'm in the room now.
The thing raises its hand and waves back in your direction.
Does it match me? Is it like a straight up mirror?
No, it's not. And then it puts its hand back down to the side.
Is it like a delay?
It was like you made an intentional action, and it also repeated that intentional action.
Okay, so it's just repeating what I'm doing. It's not directly mirroring it.
Correct.
Okay.
Can I? I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say hello.
The blue one that's currently holding the pick opens its mouth, and you hear like a weird grinding metallic noise.
Guys, why don't we just pause time?
It might not work on these things.
We don't know that. It might work.
Also,
Worth a shot.
Clay and Orion, both of you go ahead and roll brains for me. Okay. Orion, I'm going to go ahead and give you this. Clay, while the statue in front of you, its eyes are like this weird red metallic color, they are familiar in shape and type to that of the stone, but they're the wrong color. When Orion stepped in, a different set of eyes came out with a different color.
Okay. We're down to just one part of the stone, right, Orion? We just need one.
Well, there's still one in the hotel too.
Well, right. I'm saying in the town, we only need one more piece.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think your guy has it.
Okay.
Look at the eyes.
They're like an electric blue color, not like the stone's weird semi-silver color.
Oh, okay. So neither guy's eyes are.
No. But when another person stepped in, another set of colors came out.
So
okay. All right. Frankie. Frankie.
Do we want more people in here?
We have to get the stone somehow.
Okay. Everybody, just be quiet. Frankie.
What?
There's a hammer in my backpack.
Stop arming them.
Can I get that IV from the fridge? Actually.
Yeah, you go back to the fridge and grab the weird IV bag.
I'm gonna take this with me there, and I'm gonna say no hammer needed, Clay. I've got a plan.
So you enter from behind Clay, and from behind the one in front of Clay, one with green metallic eyes comes out holding a bag in its hand. Though the bag doesn't have the same material that yours does.
Does it just look like it's made out of stone, the bag itself, or metal?
No, it looks like another IV bag. It's just instead of having the silver liquid, it's the black liquid.
It's the good stuff. Okay.
Interesting.
Wait. Can I try one more thing?
What would you like to do?
Okay. So, I have all the stones we have right now. 2 are connected and 1 is by itself still.
Correct.
I'm not gonna drop my pick, but I'm gonna lower it.
Okay, it lowers its.
Reach into my bag and
It reaches behind its back.
pull out the single stone.
dig behind all of the vials.
Yeah.
It pulls out a single stone.
Does it look like what we're looking for?
It looks like what you're looking for. It's not the same shape as the one you're holding.
Ooh.
This is the closest so far.
So I'm gonna step aside so that Orion has like most of the doorway.
Okay. Your guy steps aside.
Okay. Orion, I think
walking the opposite side of the room, maybe?
Like how am I gonna do this? Okay. What if I step towards the door but like my shoulder facing it? Which way does the guy go?
It steps backwards with one shoulder facing you.
Okay, wrong way. Okay.
What if you put the rock down, Orion?
But we need that one. Is there any other like regular rocks we can use? If it just has to be.
Frankie's holding an IV bag. It's literally just like a bag of plastic and fluid, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
What if Frankie throws it and then catches the other one?
Do you want to try that, Frankie?
Yeah, let's throw an IV bag.
But
Okay. Frankie, you toss the IV bag. It tosses its IV bag to you. Do you attempt to catch it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll a flight for me.
Oh, jeez.
The IV bag hits the ground. It kind of bounces because you failed to catch it. The statue fails to catch yours as it lands on the ground and splats on the floor.
Yeah.
The one that's next to you, Frankie, is intact.
So it didn't like cease to exist when it.
No.
So Orion, if you put your rock down, possibly the other one will put their rock down, and then you guys both step back from your rocks and.
But my point is that we need all these stones. We can't like toss one and return to the other. Is there like a regular rock on the ground that we can try to?
Not in this room. This room is perfectly pristine, except for the statues.
not to mention, like, even if we threw a rock, it would just throw another rock. It wouldn't throw the stone.
That's not necessarily true, because Frankie just had an IV bag. The other one had an IV bag, but it was still different.
That's true.
Oh, I got another idea.
Okay.
Clay, inhale both the rocks.
Oh. Okay. I'll take
You
I'll
spend
take
a token.
a token, and I'm going to but Orion will need to still like kind of toss it in the air so I can get both of them at the same time with one token.
Sure.
Correct.
I could just loosen my grip too.
Okay.
Well, no, because you need to throw it at the guy so it meets in the middle and I can get it.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
do that.
So, you're gonna use a token?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's make it 2 to give us a little bit more oomph.
Are you sure?
That's a lot.
Okay, just one.
Orion, you toss it into the air, and at the apex where they're both about to hit each other, Quill kind of uses the consumability. The beak, Colt opens the beak, and it kind of begins to inhale like it normally does, and both stones fly into the beak of Colt.
Can I still like try to catch them before he actually inhales them so I just have them?
Sure, go ahead and roll flight.
Oh, I exploded it.
That's pretty good. As they're coming your way, you put your hands to intercept and you grab both of the stones. You now have the additional stone, and all the statues, the additional ones, just fall to the ground in like pools of that weird silver liquid, except for the first one. who no longer has red metallic eyes. The entire thing is just made of silver, and it looks like an old prospector that's been made very poorly.
Oh, good thinking. Good thinking, guys.
Smart. Good job. Good job, y'all. Good job, Colt.
Thank you. I didn't get to eat anything.
Is the statue just standing in the room now?
Yeah, it's just a normal statue. The rest of the room, once everything kind of settled back, now there's like pools of the weird silver liquid on the floor. But now there's also a bunch of like files and cabinets and furniture in this room too.
Oh.
Whatever strange distortion changed the room kind of went back to normal once the stone was removed.
Huh.
Here, Orion, I give him the stones, so he's got them. Can you join any of them so that we can consolidate?
I'll try that.
So you take all of the stones you have and you kind of like rattle them together and they click into place. It looks like a star, like a strange obsidian star, except for it's missing a single point at this point. It's very shiny. You guys turn back into the room that you were before, and you see that the mannequin has moved significantly closer to you, but now it's kind of fallen over with whatever the energy was. It seems to have dissipated from the mannequin. It was very close to you guys.
Guys, I almost
Very
died.
close. It was really close to Penny, really.
I thought Kimberly would have seen it since she was on the other side, sort of in pain on the floor.
I wasn't on the floor.
I was thinking.
I thought you were seated. I don't know.
No, I was thinking she was more focused on the door and seeing what was going on in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You all were really? No one said that they were looking in the previous room?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no.
fair. That's fair.
No, there's too much going on.
Frankie failed the roll, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
As you guys turn to leave the basement, we're gonna go ahead and end this section here. So we will be we'll be back with episode 5, part 2, after this.